The townsfolk of Raven's Hollow whispered a few things in the darkened streets after twilight, but the tales of the ancient vampire who prowled the outskirts of the forest near the old chapel were always spoken in hushed tones. Elena, a curious and impetuous teenager, had grown up listening to these terrifying legends but dismissed them as nothing more than the wild imaginations of the older villagers. Her curiosity, however, got the better of her one crisp autumn evening when a dare between friends led her to the edge of the haunted forest, under the guise of proving her courage. As the moon hung low and full in the night sky, Elena ventured deeper amongst the towering, twisted trees. The path was barely visible, the shadows swallowed all light, and the chill in the air seemed to seep into her very bones. Every rustle in the leaves and crack of branches echoed like the foreboding sounds of unseen watchers. It was then she saw him. The vampire stood stark against the night, pale as marble, eyes glinting like shards of crimson glass. He was both terrifying and enthralling, a calamity wrapped in elegance. His name was Lucian, and he had haunted Raven's Hollow for centuries, a nobleman turned nocturnal predator, cursed with an unquenchable thirst for human blood. Lucian's voice was smooth, like velvet draped across a tombstone. "What brings you here, child of daylight?" he mused, circling her with a slender grace that belied his monstrous nature. Elena, frozen both in awe and fear, could barely stammer her response. Their conversation was oddly captivating. Lucian spoke of eras long past, of loves lost and battles waged under moonlit skies. Elena found herself drawn to his world, a haunting yet beautiful contrast to her mundane existence. But as the night wore on, the true horror of the encounter crept into Elena's consciousness. She was not a guest but a meal, and the vampire's charm was a deadly lure. Aided by a fleeting recollection of legends detailing the vampire's vulnerability, she clutched the silver cross her grandmother had given her years ago. With heart pounding and courage surging, she brandished the cross before him. Lucian recoiled, a flicker of fear crossing his ancient features. Seizing the moment, Elena bolted towards the safety of the village as Lucian's anguished shriek echoed through the trees, a vow of vengeance hanging in the air. Back in Raven's Hollow, the villagers were astonished by Elena's tale, and while she wore it as a badge of bravery, she knew the vampire's eyes would haunt her dreams. From that night, Elena swore to unearth the mysteries of Lucian's immortality, yearning to elucidate the fine line between myth and reality.